market equilibrium. Okay, the market equilibrium is the place where you have demand which is equal to supply. Okay, if you remember, we were discussing about the demand, that demand basically is the willingness of the customer to buy a certain product at particular price. Okay, and supply on the other hand, that he is, or he like the someone producer, he is willing to sell her product, his or her product at a particular price level. Okay, now you can see when the product is, the demand of the product becomes equal to the demand of the supply. Okay, we said this is known as market equilibrium. Okay, market equilibrium in easy words that's mean, that the demand is equal to supply. Okay, now you can see that in previous two lectures we considered some stages of the prices. Okay, and that stages the customer were demanding at according to the different price level. On the other hand, producers were supplying their products on the particular price level. Now you can see there is a point where demand and supply is equal, but on a particular point, this particular point is known as equilibrium, market equilibrium. If you see the graph, now you can see that we have a price and the quantity. Okay, here we have basically two curve on our graph. The one, if you look to the downward, this is the demand curve, where in the end of the picture you can see here is a mention D, and the second line which is known as supply. Okay, so you can see supply is upward and the demand is downward, so that there should be a particular point where the demand is equal to supply. This is known as basically market equilibrium. In any case where the both line are not in the position to intersect each other, okay, or the interact each other, then you can say that the price is not equal to, or demand is not equal to supply, so market is in a disequilibrium situation. Okay, so you can say that they don't have enough price that consumer would love to buy and supplier would love to supply the products. So this condition is known as market disequilibrium. If you see the price changes on particular state, the graph is same. If you see the red line which is demand and supply which is in a green line, the point where they are interacting with each other, this is known as market equilibrium. Above the market equilibrium would be some kind of a surplus. Okay, but if you are, or if you have a product or the supply more than the equilibrium position, that would be something surplus, and if you are lying under the heading of the market equilibrium, that would be known as shortage of the products or shortage of the supply. So in this diagram, two equilibrium prices are marked like 2.50 and 1.50. At price 2.50, the demand is 4 while the supply is 10. Okay,
Can I ask you a question?
there is excess supply which is basically relative to the demand. When the price is above the equilibrium price, a surplus is experienced. Like surplus mean we have an excessive. At the price 1.0, the demand is 10, the supply is only 4. There is excess demand relative to supply when the price is below the equilibrium price. This is known as shortage in the what kind of experience that we have. Okay, if you are lying above the market equilibrium, then everything would be like come into the headings of the surplus, and if you are lying under the headings of the market equilibrium, this would be known as the shortage of the demand and the shortage of the supply. Now if you